Ready to go here on a Tuesday evening in Canton, and first pitch to the Class B semifinal coming from Zadok Roiger is a fastball, which will miss low for a ball, 1-0. We got Pinkerton Field. It's Potsdam at Ogdensburg. We'll have scoring up to that as the evening progresses. Next pitch will be fouled off into the glove of the catcher, J.J. Ahlfeld, 1-1. Winner will play at St. Lawrence University Saturday afternoon at Tom Fay Field. Check swing. It's going to be a called strike. The Class D final will be at 10 a.m. The Class C final at 3 o'clock. Then we'll get to that a little bit after this at bat for Soche. Roiger winds and deals on a 2-2 chopper. Down to third, charging is Jackson Ames. Fields over to first, and it is in time on the 5-3 put out to retire Soche. 1 out in the top of the first. The softball quarterfinal action today. We'll get to that schedule in a little bit. Next pitch is a ground ball back to Jackson Ames at third on the high hop. Fields over to first in time, and 2 consecutive 5-3 putouts. This time Haynes Stoll swinging at the first pitch for out number 2. And 5th seeded Edwards Knox is at 4th seeded Harrisville. Here's the first pitch, a check swing ground ball back to Zadok Roiger off the bat of Musa. And it's a 1-3 put out as the Wildcats go down in order in the visiting half of the first inning. On Thursday, somewhere in Section 10, Franklin or St. Lawrence County. Here's Gavin Schryver, the left-handed batter, lead off against the righty Musa. The first pitch is inside and brushes back to the second baseman, 1-0. So Schryver, Ames at Jackson Ames, and Zadok Roiger leading off Canton in the home half of the first here on wildcountry.fm Sports. Here's a ground ball to first, down the line, slips through, past the diving first baseman, great hands for a base hit. As Gouverneur thinking Canton's going to be running on him here in this Class B semifinal. First pitch is swung on a miss by Jackson Ames, 0-1 at high heat. Live here on wildcountry.fm Sports. Next pitch, there goes a runner. It's a called ball high. So down to second. He is out. What a throw by Turner Soche behind home plate. And they get Gavin Schryver out on a 2-6 stop stealing in that stealing situation. Put Schryver into scoring position. Here's the next pitch to Jackson Ames. He looks at a fastball low, and it's 2-1. Gouverneur's Turner Soche. So 2-1, swung on and missed again by Ames. Count evens up at 2-2. And Musa from the windup deals the 2-2, and that hits him right on the shoulder. Ames on with a hit by pitch. Ogdensburg was the Central Division champion, earning the top seed in the Class B tournament. First pitch to Roiger. He'll golf one towards right center, and charging in is the right fielder who will make the catch at Sleeman for out number 2. So maybe some people listening in over at the track meet to this baseball playoff game, we welcome you. First pitch, Todd will pop it up foul, third base side, out of play, 0-1. Times helping of athletic director Bill Porter, who will be tying at the end of the year. He's coaching the track team right now, but thanks to Mr. Porter for letting us help you get to many games, whether it be neutral site, many can go in big games throughout the year. So next pitch is outside to Todd, 1-1. And new blood coming in next year in Golden Bear Land. So 1-1 coming here to Todd. 1 on, 2 away. Todd ground ball to third, and it'll bounce foul towards the coach's box. Musa getting a sign here from Soche. Runner at first and 2 away. At first is Jackson Ames. 1-2 pitch out. And Soche fakes over to first. 2-2 count to Todd. From the stretch, Musa ready to go. And deals the 2-2. It's high for a ball. Go back to first, and there's a sweep tag, and the runner is safe. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Charlie Todd. Runner at first and 2 outs, no score. And the 3-2, and runner goes. And again, Todd tries to go opposite way, but fouls it off third base side, still 3-2. So Musa again ready for another payoff pitch to Charlie Todd. Left-handed batter today for Canton. Here it comes. This one is popped up, and it's going to be foul right behind us, still 3-2. We'll bring our chair, maybe do the game from up the hill. The view is spectacular up there, by the way. Here's the payoff pitch again, and it's high for ball 4, and just a bit outside. It'll be a 2-out walk issued here to Charlie Todd in the bottom of the first. At first and second, 2 outs here for Ahlfeld. No score, bottom of the first. Ahlfeld swings at a fastball and misses for strike 1. Looking back at second is the runner, and there's the pitch. Ahlfeld puts it into play, into left for a base hit, opposite way. Grounding third and coming home is Jackson. Into the throw, not in time. Goes advance to second and third, throw to third. He is out, and that will end the inning. Run will come in to score, however. And actually, Ames scores on the RBI double by Ahlfeld. Warren, the cleanup hitter, and third baseman up now against the righty Roiger. First pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. On 100.1 FM over the air, 1470 AM as well. 0-1 pitch. This one is over the pitcher's head to short. Todd deep in the hole, fires over to first. In time for a 6-3 put out for out number one. As Canton leads 1-0 in the top of the second. Kristen Chartrand now faces the first pitch to Roiger. A breaking ball that misses outside for a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 Canton, top of the second, here on wildcountry.fm Sports. Next pitch will be in there for a strike at the knees. Tristan Chartrand of Gouverneur, top two. Swinging and a miss. Another good fastball by Zadok Roiger, 1-2. Field in Canton. Scoring updates from Sexton Sports coming up in the next inning or so. Another breaking ball doesn't quite sink here for Coach McEthern and the Gouverneur Wildcats. One out, no one on base for Gouverneur. Roiger deals windup, and that'll miss low for a ball. 1-0 Canton. And the first payout pitch from Roiger on the day is going to be swung on and tipped back in the glove for strike three. Here's Roiger. Kicks and deals. First pitch to Bowman and check swing, but it's going to be in there for a strike anyway, 0-1. Bowman, as we're in the top of the second here on Wild Country.fm Sports. Another burner there by Roiger and a swing and a miss. As Roiger trying to set the Wildcats down 1-2-3 again. Another fastball misses low and outside, 1-2. Roiger deals a 1-2, swing and a miss, tagged by Ahlfeld to complete the strikeout. Now do it for the top of the second as the Wildcats retired in order to keep the Golden Bears at one run in the last inning as we approach the bottom of the second, 1-0 Canton. Tucker Musa, first pitch to Parker Ames is a fastball. It's got the belt for a strike, 0-1. But he tries to mess with the timing of the batter with his windup. And here's the 0-1. This one is fouled off. Kid in third. It's that much real estate behind home plate here and a plethora of real estate down the base pass. 0-2 to Parker Ames, who drills it center field. Charging in is the center fielder, and making the catch is Damon Beesoff for out number one. So Tommy Creurer digs in here against Tucker Musa. First pitch is popped up, and that will be unplayable. Yes. Get some scoring updates from other games going on here in a short bit. So 0-1, and this one opposite way, and this one will definitely reach the fence, 0-2. Girls softball in the quarterfinals, top seeded Herman DeKalb beating Parishville Hopkinton 3-1. That's bottom two of the Ogdensburg-Potsdam game being played right now at Pinkerton Field in Ogdensburg. 1-2, and Creurer kind of three-quarter swing, misses, and it is caught by the catch. He did not drop it. Musa ready to go, trying to maybe create his first 1-2-3 inning of the evening. First pitch is swung on, missed by Holbrook, 0-1. Here's the 0-1 from Musa, and this one's tipped back to the screen, 0-2. And then had Charlie Todd pegged out at third for the third out, which could bite the Golden Bears later on in the game, especially if this game remains close. 1-0, bottom half of the second. And the pitch from Musa, off speed, catches the inside corner for strike three, and that does it for the inning. Zadok Roiger will face second baseman James Fischel now. They lead off the third. Fischel swings the first pitch, goes to second, and that's going to slip in for a base hit. That's the first hit of the day for Gouverneur, opposite way to right for Fischel. And it's a runner at first and no one out here for Gouverneur. 1-0 Canton. Roiger set to go from the stretch, first pitch fastball. And Gouverneur tying run at first in the top of the third inning. Here's the 1-0 coming from Roiger. And a swing and a miss for a strike. Spisa on deck. Roiger took a little bit more time in the stretch before throwing to home plate. Still worried about the runner who's going high for ball two. Throw down by Ahlfeld a second on the pop. And he is safe as the ball gets away from the stretch again. We'll go Roiger, kicks and deals. And that'll be a good eye. But Roiger set to go here from the mound. Looks the runner back at second. Still a little hint, and a fastball comes back, swing and miss for strike two. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to Hans. Oh, strike three, excuse me. Thank you very much. So it is a strike. Yep, the first pitch was a strike, so it is strike three. Official still at second, and Beastock throws bunt, pulls back for a strike, 0-1. Nope. Now gets a sign here from Ahlfeld. Peek back at second. Big lead off the bag here by Special Beastock. Shows bunt again and then misses again. Roiger did the same thing with runners on. He'd be breaking the pitch clock here for the major leagues here a few times. He might have done so there. Here's the next pitch. Now be high for a ball, 1-2. 3 up in Malone last Monday. Throw back to second. Tag is made here by Schryver, and the runner's safe and on the bag before the tag. 1-2 the count. Here to Beast on the 9th spot in the lineup. And looks at one low for a ball. Inning with Canton leading 1-0. As Roiger looks back at second again, deals the 2-2, and this one's tipped back into the glove for strike 3. 2 away in the inning. Single by Fischel. Stole second. He's still at second right now. Roiger looked back at second. Schryver back to second throw. The tag, he is safe again. Canton top 3 here on wildcountry.fm Sports. Roiger set to go. Kicks and deals. And a check swing. And that'll be Ames on deck for Gouverneur. Especially trying to work the count high here on Roiger. 1-0 to the Gouverneur catcher. Roiger kicks and deals. And this one swung on and missed for a strike. 1-1. Fischel leads off the second. Schryver will pinch over towards the bag. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Roiger deals. This one is popped up. Third base side, foul ground. Who's got it? In the on-deck circle, it's Ahlfeld to make the catch for out number 3. And that'll do it for the inning. Listen in here on the Potsdam OSA game if you can. Matt Bradish-Hayes is the only person yet to see this year in this game for either squad. First pitch from Tucker Musa is low outside for a ball, 1-0. 1 hit for Gouverneur, bottom 3. Canton leading 1-0. And the next pitch from Musa to Bradish-Hayes is swung on and missed. Canton Golden Bears, chopper to third, and in the glove of Gavin Warren. Tosso to first, gets away from the first baseman hands, and the runner's safe. So E5 will get Bradish-Hayes on as Tucker Musa work from the stretch. Runner at first and no one away. Schryver bunts right back to the pitcher. Out the mound, Musa over to first, and the sacrifice works, pushing the runner over to second base. Ames up to bat here for the Golden Bears. He checks the swing and does not go for ball 1. And look to get a signing from Turner Soche behind home plate. Runner at second, no one. Actually, 1 away. Excuse me, that is on sacrifice. Next pitch is outside of Ames, 2-0. So the 2-0, that hits the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. Look back at second. Here's the pitch again. Here's a chopper, third base, and foul. But I think Canton was one of the few schools, too, that didn't have school, making up some snow days. There's a fastball on the inside quarter. Jackson Ames for strike 3 in the bottom of the 3rd inning, as Canton still leading 1-0 here at Canton Central. They're going to intentionally walk Roiger. As Tucker Musa now set to go here in the bottom of the 3rd inning to face Charlie Todd, left-handed batter as well. Todd looks at the first pitch, and that'll miss just inside for a ball, 1-0. No, he walked last time, that's right, but he may be pulling here, and he does pop it up on the 1-0 pitch, short center field, that drops in for a base hit. Runners are going on contact. Bradish-Hayes scores, and Roiger's going to be held at third. RBI single for Charlie Todd makes it 2-0 Canton. Back at, Todd here at first, and first pitch Ahlfeld. That'll be caught by the first baseman on the bounce. Nice job by Hans as he tags the bag to record the 3 assisted play for out number 3. But Canton nibbles away to a 2-run cushion here in the bottom of the 3rd. Last time was Haynes Stoller swung at the first pitch and grounded out to third his last time up. Swings the first pitch this time and pops it up. Third base side again. Ames is there in front of the bag to make the catch for out number 1. It'll be a first pitch here to Tucker Musa. That fastball just this high, shoulder high for a ball, 1-0. I think they're just starting the 4th inning in Ogdensburg. Here's the next pitch to Musa. Late swing and a very late one. He misses for a strike, 1-1. With Gavin Warren on deck, Canton leading 2-0, top of the 4th. The pitch. Swing and a miss for a strike. With Gouverneur trailing 2-0 in the top of the 4th inning, Roiger kicks and deals. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and quickly 2 away here in the inning. Grounded to short his last time up. And first pitch, that'll be in there for a strike at the belt, 0-1. We have Mr. Jimmy Myers Jr. down the 3rd baseline, I believe. The next pitch is low for a ball. His count goes to 1-1. Canton 2, Gouverneur 0, top 4. The pitch, slice foul, first base side, unplayable. Canton one strike away from getting out of the inning. Here's the 1-2. And this one is assisted foul again, first base side. Winner plays for the championship Saturday, 12:30 at St. Lawrence University. Breaking ball, slider misses outside. Count goes to 2-2. Roiger from the windup trying to close out the fourth inning. And this one hops away, short right field for a base hit. He'll get in front of Bradish-Hayes, who tosses in a 2-out opposite way single here for Warren. Roiger will peek over at first, take his time, deciding what he wants to do. First pitch fastball, swung on by Chartrand and misses. And from the stretch, here is the next pitch coming here to the batter, Chartrand. He misses for a strike, 0-2. Canton one strike away from getting out of the inning. Runner at first and 2 outs. So back to first, and back in is the runner, Warren. As again, he'll think about going to first. And now goes to the plate, 1-2. Swing and a miss. Drop for strike 3. Tagged by Ahlfeld. And that'll end the inning. We saw at least one parent weeding the backstop here before the game by hand. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. His mom was weeding the place with her hands before the game. It takes a village to raise a team, I guess. There's the next pitch. It's outside for a ball. In Canton, bottom of the fourth here from the Ike Noble Field in Canton. Here's the 2-0, way outside for a ball, 3-0. As Musa will work from the windup. And here's the 3-0, swings, green light on, popped up, and there's a strike. So here's the next pitch from Musa, and that'll be inside. So it wasn't 3-1, it was 2-2. Now it misses. It'll be 3-2 the count. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0 lead for the Golden Bears. Sucker Musa, payoff pitch, swung on, and a hard grounder, speaks into center for a base hit. Juggling a little bit in center is D-Saw, but a leadoff single for Parker Ames. Musa will work from the stretch. Ames at first base with about a stride and a half lead. Hans guards the line of the bag, and Creurer pops it up. Could be trouble. Right field. That will fall in for a base hit, about a stride away from Sleeman. Going to second finally will be Ames. He had to hold up a bit, then broke to second. So 2 singles to lead off the inning. Trying to make for some base running miscues, and they cost them a couple runs back in the first. They had it caught stealing, and then a runner pegged out at third to end the inning. Holbrook swings away at the first pitch to left center field. Charging in is the left fielder, and he's going to make the catch for out number 1. Nice run there by Bowman to retire Holbrook on the first pitch. Section playoff coverage continues Thursday with Class D softball semifinal action. Bradish-Hayes to right field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Holding up at third will be Parker Ames. 3 singles in the inning, and 3/4 of the bottom of the order to do it here for Canton. Musa now ready to face the left-handed Schryver. Musa from the windup with the bases loaded. First pitch, it'll be inside for a ball, 1-0. In a short bit. 1-0 count here to Schryver. And here's the pitch. That's a fastball in the corner for a strike to the left-handed batter, 1-1. At second, and Bradish-Hayes at first. Bases loaded, 1 out. Next pitch is low and pulled in by Soche and misses, 2-1 the count. The third baseman's playing for protect home plate, 2-1. Fastball, that'll be on the inside corner for a strike, 2-2. Musa from the windup, bases loaded, 1 out. Canton leading 2-0. Here's the pitch to tie for ball 3. Count runs full at 3-2. Musa ready to go from the windup now. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the Canton second baseman. Bases loaded, 1 away. The payoff pitch, ground ball, and goes into center. That will score at least 2. Coming in to score is Ames. Creurer round third is standing up. A 2-run single for Jackson Ames, and Canton takes a 4-0 lead. Ames up the bat here for Canton. Musa looks at second. First pitch fastball is going to be low for a ball, 1-0. Jackson Ames 0 for 1 today with a hit by pitch. Looks at one low for a ball, 2-0. So next pitch from Musa. It's a shortish throw, and it's kind of a quick pitch. Gets away from the catcher, Soche, and runners will advance to second and third. As it'll be Ames. See if he's looking all the way here, and does for ball 4. Third and their D softball quarterfinals. Zadok Roiger, bases loaded, 1 out. Tucker Musa, first pitch, fastball. Roiger swinging at the first pitch towards the left center field gap, and that is going to be caught for out number 2 as the runner comes in from third. Bradish-Hayes to make it 5-0. 5-0 Canton, bottom of the fourth. Musa deals the first pitch to Todd. This one is popped up, short left, long run for the shortstop and left fielder, and that is going to be caught, it looks like, for out number 3. So that'll retire Todd for the third out. Now before the Golden Bears will scratch across 3 runs in the inning. On WPDM Potsdam, first pitch, Zadok Roiger to face Kylan Bowman, and he gets hit by the pitch. Yes, he does, right on the hip. Will be in action against 4th-seeded Ogdensburg. First pitch, and it's high for a ball, 1-0. Throw down to second on the hop. There's the tag. Out! Looked like it was done a little bit by Schryver, but Bowman caught stealing 2-4 for the first out of the inning, and it's 1-0 here to Fischel. That'll be a 5 o'clock start across the way over the left center field fence. Next pitch is fouled off by Fischel, 1-1. It's 1 out in the inning. Canton leading 5-0. The pitch, little nubber towards third, charging Jackson Ames. Fires over to first. In time, fight to be put up for the second out of the 5th inning for Lake. And then top-seeded Madrid Wine to be hosting 5th-seeded Brushton Wire, spring the upset against Northern as well. D first round. Saranac Lake Plaza at Sam River at 5 o'clock. Ogdensburg leads Potsdam 2-0 in the other B baseball semi. Next pitch is swung on this for a strike 1-2 here at Canton Central's Ike Noble Field. 1-2 pitch. That's a good pitch. And the knees for strike 3, and that does it for the inning. Tucker Musa will begin his 5th inning of work here for the Golden Bears. Bottom 5-0 Canton. And to tack on some runs here, Ahlfeld will swing at the first pitch. It gets away from him and misses for a strike, 0-1. Bears lead 5-zip. Here's the next pitch from Musa. And this one's a high chopper off the grass, and it goes over the glove of the second baseman on tough hop. Ahlfeld is safe at first. Musa ready to go from the stretch. Runner at first and no one away. Here's the pitch again, and Ames will pop it up left field, and a can of corn there for Bowman, who makes the catch for out number 1. Next pitch, a hit and run is on, and into center for a base hit. Rounding second, going to third is Ahlfeld, throwing to the cutoff. Ahlfeld standing up at third. That's a 1-out single here for Tommy Creurer, his second hit of the day. Got kind of aggressive in the first inning, running out of some chance here. Runner goes, throw down, back to the pitcher. No, it's going to get past the pitcher. One hop to the shortstop. Ahlfeld will stay at third. And it's going to be a stolen base for Creurer. Looked like with second and third occupied, 1 away. Holbrook pops it, drives it over to short, and they're going to throw over to third, and throw over to first in time for the out, scoring Ahlfeld in to make it 6-0. 6-0 Canton now. Matt Bradish-Hayes reached and scored in the 4th inning. First pitch, he swings it, fouls it back to the screen. So a productive out for Holbrook, scores Ahlfeld in from third. And now Bradish-Hayes will pop it up foul ground, who's got a collision with the catcher and the third baseman. He drops the ball. So 0-2 here to Bradish-Hayes now. Musa from the windup deals. And this one's fouled back to the screen again, 0-2. Then a single with 1 out by Creurer. Ahlfeld scores on a ground out to short. And now the ball will get past the catcher. In standing up will be Creurer to make it 7-0. 2 hits and 2 runs in the inning. Canton pretty efficient. And Bradish-Hayes looks at strike 3, and that'll do it for the inning. And when that knee high to retire the Golden Bears in the bottom of the 5th, but they get 2 more runs in the inning and a couple hits, no one left on base. Conclusion of our game, we'll award our Pepsi player of the game to that player in ice cold. 12-pack of Pepsi from the great folks at the Pepsi Cola Ballers in Ogdensburg. Bisa tries a bunt on base and fouls it back to the cage, 0-1. Canton 7, Gouverneur 0. And he shows bunt again and misses for a strike, 0-2. 2 with a single, 1 for a hit by pitch against Canton pitching today. Bisa looks all the way for strike 3, 1 out in the inning. So Roiger's day is done. They'll get his pitch count back to probably full if he does start for Saturday's championship. If King does get that far, first pitch is low for a ball. Soche, 1-0. 1 out. No one on base for Gouverneur. Visiting half of the 6th inning. And that'll be inside. Catch the corner for a strike, 1-1. Good. They move on to play across town at Tom Fay Field at St. Lawrence on Saturday. Liner to second. Schryver picks it off the ground. And now the over to first being time on a 4-3 put out for out number 2. Patient with 2 outs and no on base here to Charlie Todd. Both put out that third baser stole today. He looks at the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. So 1-0 coming. Oh, 1 coming, excuse me. Stoll will pop it up again, third base side, and right there is Jackson Ames make the catch for out number 2. Out number 3, excuse me. The Gouverneur retired in order. 6th inning here at Canton Central. And the first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. It's pitching here for Gouverneur. I believe it's a new pitcher. We're just going to double check it. No, it won't be Tucker for the 6th. It's going to be Moose out delivered to Schryver. Pop up. That's going to be caught for out number 1 at shortstop. Have their last ups in the 7th inning. We'll have 3, 4, and 5 come up. Musa, next pitch. Ames swings the first pitch, pops it up, right field, and backing up is Sleeman. That's going to fall in as Ames on his way to second for the stand-up double. So, here we go with the pitch from Musa. It's outside for a ball. Ames does not break the third. It's 1-0 here to Roiger. And Musa looks at second, deals the play. It'll be popped up by Roiger, right field against Sleeman, looking into the sun. He's going to make the catch. Ames will tag from second, go into third, standing up, and there's 2 away in the inning. So Musa from the windup with a runner at third. First pitch, Todd, ground ball to second. It's going to be tossed over to first. It's Fischel over to Hans. Retire the Golden Bears in the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-3 put out for out number 3. Golden Bears come up empty in their bid to tack on some insurance runs, but right now leading 7-0. That might be all they need. 7th inning, Charlie Todd will be on the hill for the 2nd inning of relief, and the first pitch will be low for a ball, 1-0. Well, Todd trying to close it out here for the Golden Bears. The next pitch is popped up, and to begin the infield, caught by Todd off the mound for the first out of the inning. No one on base for the Wildcats, top of the 7th. Canton leading 7-zip fastball, swinging and a miss for a strike, 0-1. At least last week in Chateauguay, our Hermit Cal Chateauguay boys game was 2 hours and 49 minutes. So next pitch, and it's going to be ground ball, first base, and just misses getting over the bag foul. Still 0-2 here to Warren. Looks like Norfolk is being brushed from wire. 11-3 in the C baseball. Here's the next pitch from Todd in the dirt again. Ahlfeld can't hold on with 2-2 the count at Canton. And the next pitch. That we just missed inside, maybe a bit high. 3-2. 7-run lead here for the Golden Bears. Payoff pitch. And that is ball 3. So now it is nice and bright out in the center field. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And here's the pitch, and it's swung on and missed for strike 3, and there's 2 outs in the 7th inning. Inevitable now, and we'll see how Gouverneur can make it last a little longer. Down 7, 2 outs, no one on base. First pitch, Chartrand swings and misses for a strike, 0-1. Never won a sectional title. They've won 2 in a row now in Class C and Class B. Next pitch is low for a ball. 1-1 the count. And the pitch. This will be towards short, charging Roiger over to first stretch by Ames. He's out, and that does it. And the Canton Golden Bears on that 6-3 putout will advance to the Section 10 Class B final as retire the Wildcats in order. As a matter of fact, retire the last 10 batters of the game to claim a 7-0 victory over Gouverneur. Your final from Canton Central. It was the Gouverneur Wildcats falling to Canton. Canton 7, Gouverneur 0. Stick around. We'll wrap things up and award our Pepsi Player of the Game after these messages.